Hey everyone, welcome back. This is Vegetarian Zombie, and this is my 7 Days to Die Let's Play. So here I am. I've finalized the location of my escape chimney, or my central chimney, and I'm just plywooding it up right now. And this, like I mentioned in the previous episode, this is going to run the length of the house. Now, see, I left 2 holes in here. I call those my murder holes. So I'm going to put some windows here. The ladder's going to go up here. And then I'm going to be able to look in. If there's any intruders, I'll be able to see them here. And this is going to be a window. I don't know if it's going to be an exact window. Maybe it won't even be a window. Maybe it's just going to be an empty space. The only danger is if the crawlers come down here, they'll be able to crawl up and through. But they're really not much of a threat compared to, say, others. Now, I could have made this smaller. I could have made this just a 1x1, but I don't like I don't like being claustrophobic. So actually, it's getting late. I don't like crawling through small areas. So here you can see it's right in the center there. So we're gonna have to cement that up. And I tried to center it as possible, but as you can see here, this side, one side has to be a little longer, so it's a little longer on this side. Hopefully, it's not going to be too much of an issue. What I'll probably do is when this building this up, I'll probably just add an additional wall here, just to sort of make everything symmetrical. So this will be the actual walking space of my place. So with that said, I'm gonna head back. What I'm gonna do is back at the ranch, I'm going to mix some more cement, and we're gonna continue this build. And hopefully, and as you might have seen here, some of the walls have dried as well. So you can see here, this is really coming along. It's hard to believe when one of the first few episodes I made when we were building this, how far it's come since then. Well, I'm gonna head back. I'm gonna actually start building wooden frames so we can start building a mini ceiling. So start working on that, and I will see you back at the home base. Alright, here we are back at the base. I am pretty busy. Got some stuff going on, so you can see here. I'm forging some remainder of iron I picked up. And after I finished recording the last episode, I went around the back of right where I made my mine, near the work site. I kept on hearing zombies. So I went back there to check it out. And it turns out there is like a treasure trove of minerals on the back walls. I just didn't see them at all. So I just brought out the auger and I just went to town on it. And yeah, I attracted this monster horde. But, I didn't really stick around to tango with them. But I found a ton of coal ore. And down here, you can see I found 26 iron, I think. So I'm just busy smelting all this stuff. So I'll probably be going back there. And I'm just busy making those frames. And of course, I'm busy making those ingots. And I'm putting the heat map to the test. As you can see, we got both furnaces going. I have this fire going here because I'm cooking tallow. And the reason I'm cooking tallow is because if I go deeper in my mine, I'm going to want to put lots of candles there. This guy's going to attract all the no goods in this neighborhood. And I think I see a few. Is that one? Let's say hello. Let's go back here and let's see what we got. I'm going to auger him from this distance. Oh yeah, look at this. They're just kind of moping around. Oh. Oh yeah. Look at this. Oh, terrible shot. So here comes the party. Look at this bloated walker. Oh! Got a piece of him though. What else we got? These guys are still kind of just hanging about. Not so much anymore. Anyone else? What I will do in my new home is I'm going to make it spider zombie proof. The way you do that is you put an awning around the sides of this. That way they can't crawl up and get you. So I'll do that. I'll maybe do that from rebar or maybe make some wood or so. So yeah, pretty quiet night. This is day 42. I think the 7th horde should be coming. Obviously not this night, but probably another night. Maybe tomorrow night. We'll see. I have to do the math again. But they should be coming soon. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they stumbled into the work site. Not, sort of drunkenly show up in the middle of the afternoon like, hey, man.
Hey, we're here to destroy you and destroy everything you built.
Yeah, come back later. So 15, so I'm going to keep this up, and then we'll be back to the work site. Before I actually make it out there, I'm going to... What I'll probably do is do a little bit of tree deforestation so I can get some more wood. As you can see, we got a lot of frames here. This isn't going to be enough to make the roof, but we're going to try. And I'll take the nail gun with me. So I will see you back there. Hey friends, Vegetarian Zombie here from the Nebulous Future. When I recorded this episode, I recorded half at one day and half on another day. And when I recorded half of it on another day, what happened was my computer I wasn't recording computer audio. So I lost all the sound effects of the game. Well, this episode kind of has some cool things of me building the house, so I decided to keep this going, and I'm just going to put in some background music. But for the rest of this episode, you're not going to hear anything else. So, lesson learned, always check your computer audio. Thanks again, guys. I will catch you later. Scary whenever one came by, but now they're just pretty much irritating. So, some interesting news is I've decided to remove the craft timer from the game. And this wasn't really an easy decision, but the game has been... I feel like I've been fighting it for the last few weeks I've been playing it. Basically, what's been happening is I've been crafting stuff, and crafting certain things take a long time, and if you leave the game, even though you save it, if you're still crafting items, you'll lose everything that you're crafting. So it's really frustrating to lose. I lost 30 ingots one time because I forgot that I was crafting when I decided to save the game, or decided to leave the game. So the last time I played, since the last segment you just watched, it's been about a few days. And I was crafting all this stone, cutting it down to gravel so I could mix cement with. And then my wife stopped in to ask me a question, and I left the game, and of course I lost all that stone. And that stone I just mined. It was like 64 stone. So it was really frustrating to lose all that stone. And the reason is because this game doesn't have a pause button. I'm playing a single-player game, and the only way I can pause the game is to leave the game. So what happens is, if I'm doing anything, if I'm crafting anything, I leave the game and I lose everything that I was trying to craft. And that's just crazy. That's a terrible design choice. It makes me not trust the software. So, long story short, until they fix this crafting bug, I'm not going to deal with this. I'm not going to suffer any more losses because of a bug, and because they won't implement a save button, a pause button. If they pause it, then that's okay. I can pause the game, step out, and do what I need to do. But the problem with this game is, if you pause it, if you don't pause it and you step away, there's threats constantly coming at you from all sides. You can't do that. So, long story short, I came to the conclusion that I'm not going to keep on losing items, especially since it takes me such a long time to get them. It's just not fair. So, I'm disabling the craft timer for now. Hopefully in Alpha 11 they'll have this fixed, and then we can re-enable the craft timers, but until then, it's just going to be off. That way, when I craft something, I can deal with it right away instead of having to wait. It stinks. I'm kind of a purist when it comes to games like these. I like to play with the default rule set and things like Minecraft and so forth. I just like to do that. I like to craft my items. I like how it takes a long time. I don't like it when you have, say, zombies bearing down on you, and then you can craft 100 arrows in like 2 seconds. That just seems a little bit unfair, and it curbs your behavior in the game. I was watching a Let's Player, and this guy had all these zombies coming at him, and he had all the time in the world to... Oh, that was creepy. Well, he had all the time in the world to craft frames and to set up a barricade because he had all the wood. So he just crafted this wood, and then he crafted these frames, and I think he crafted like, I forget how many frames. It was a substantial amount. Whoops. There we go. Gotta keep my New Year's... oh, jeez. Keep my New Year's resolution. So, he had all the time in the world. So, and if I was in his shoes, I would have been panicking because I knew I wouldn't be able to craft that many frames in that amount of time to protect myself. So that's why I think the craft timers are good. But the way it's currently implemented, it's just terrible. If you're crafting all these iron ingots to actually make rebar frames, you're talking about 6-7 minutes of real crafting time it will take you. Not in-game crafting time, but real time. So, and if anything happens and you need to pause the game and you're not thinking about that, you'll lose everything that you've just done. So, it's a bug. It stinks. It kind of ruins the game for me. But the also other thing is, when crafting a lot of high important stuff, like say high priority stuff like rebar frames, it takes a long time, and that also kind of gets a little irritating, especially like when I'm crafting. And what I did one day was just I started crafting in the game. And then I just turned to some work projects I was working on, and I would look over at the screen, see if I was finished crafting, and then I would, switch everything up, put the crafted items in chests and so forth. So to me, that's a bad sign also. So they've got to find a nice middle ground. Anyways, I'm off to the work site. Enough of my rant right now, and I will see you over there. Hey everyone, back again. We're back at the work site, and it's a little bit later than I had wanted to. I've been playing cat and mouse with a bunch of hordes, and there's a few stragglers just walking around here. The usual 7 Days to Die funness. So, I have 167 cement mix. I actually did some augering. I got some stones, so let's make some stones. Here we have the Instacraft. And now I'm gonna make some gravel. I wonder if she just saw me. There we go. Instacraft there. And that, what I just did would normally take maybe 5 minutes of real time. So I have a bunch of gravel, and now we're gonna make cement mix. And man, those footsteps really bother me right now. Can I add any more? No. So we'll craft that. 64. Let me see. I'm not seeing, so that's pretty good. And we'll keep on doing this. Make some more cement mix. And did I have enough for the rest? It looks like we do. Almost. So it looks like I'm going to have to make some more cement when I get back. Which means I'm going to have to do some more augering. Yay. Alright, so let's finish up this wall here. Feels pretty good coming to the end of this. I'm looking forward to actually putting in the ceiling. And then ultimately moving in. It's funny, when I started this whole process, this is just meant to be my temporary home. My real home was actually going to be a mall I wanted to build. And just based off the construction of this, there's just no way I can do a mall. I mean, mind you, I'm going to try. I mean, what else do I have to do? But these builds, they take so much work. It's crazy. All right, we're going to fill that section in. Is there any other areas we need to add? Right there. And now I need to make some... Here, let's add in a whole bunch here. We'll craft that. Yeah, I'm just... It's nice to be able to insta-craft items, but man, it's definitely feels a little on the cheap side. But I tell you, it's much worse losing everything you just spent time building. All right, now let's cement this in. And that, folks, is how we make a wall, or how we make a foundation. And now let's fill this in. Let's hope I don't want to make any changes, because now I'm locking them in place. Awesome. And there we go. Just like that. Wow. Man, I can hear footsteps all around me. Wonder if it probably doesn't help that I'm carrying some, cooked meat on me, but, it's like whatever. Oh, did she just see me? And again, they gotta fix the sound. I'm gonna go on about that for a long time. These guys, it's just so frustrating to hear something right behind you or hear something to the left of you, and there's nothing there. Okay. Let's see if we can do it like so. This is our floor. Where are you? And I'm gonna have to put candles in here too. And one of the nice things about this central area is I might not need to put up some actual poles. Wow. In case you're new to this game, yes, gravity does affect it. It's not like Minecraft. Wow, that was painful. Alright, so I guess I'm gonna have to put up some poles. Alright. What do we have here? Let's see if I can make something. I'm not hunted, okay. Let's see if I can get to that central area. 3, 4, 5. Okay. That kind of works. Oh man, I just wish I could find the source of those footsteps just so I can kill them. This game's been literally sending hordes and spider zombies and everything at me in this last day. It's been kind of a little crazy. There we go. And will this work? Yes. And then what I'm gonna do, I need to cement this. There we go. Let's add some rebar up here so we can keep on building this. And this is going to be it's going to work for supports also. What am I doing? There we go. I got a deep breather nearby. If you can't tell, I'm pretty noise sensitive. If I hear so much as a cat purr when I'm going to sleep, my eyes instantly wake up. So this game kind of drives me a little nuts at times. If you can't tell. Alright, so I'm going to remove this piece here. So this looks like this will work. Alright. And let's build a bit of our floor. Look at that. The one thing I really like about this game is it really brings home the feeling that you're building something. You know, in Minecraft, you kind of... It also brings home some paranoia as well. In Minecraft, you kind of just put blocks together, and it was great for that, you know? It works really well in that regard, but it never felt as substantial as this does. Like, this I feel like I'm... Oh, is that a figure right there? Okay, I'm gonna have to kill her. But this feels really like there is stuff being built here. Alright. Oh. Okay, let's turn this up. The nail gun's kind of cool, but... It's fast, too, but I don't know. I think I might prefer the hammer. Let me just take a break from this home improvement and kill a zombie. There you go. Jeez, lady. Of course, the other thing I'm not too fond about this place is, you know, the random voices. I wonder if that's another horde. I thought I heard something. Alright. Ouch. Not my intent, but it will work. Like so. And now here's the fun part. Let's see if I cause this all to fall apart. Nice. This looks like this could work. Will it work? Now, you're probably wondering why I'm not building on top of the cement. Ah! Ah! This is some expensive lessons I'm learning here, folks. Alright, so obviously I'm gonna need a pole. Building poles are relatively easy to build, which evidently I don't know how to do. Pole. Thank you. There we go. Alright, so I'm gonna put one right here. What's cool about this whole thing about gravity in this game is that if zombies start tearing your place apart, if they make it structurally unsound, your whole house will fall apart. That's kind of cool. Of course, if you're a crazy builder like I am, space is 3, it's not kind of cool. Alright, I gotta put a pole. Give me a support. Oh, nope, that wasn't what I meant. Let's take this down. I destroy it now. So you gotta have your supports. Alright, will that hold that up? Let's hope so. Oh god. I am nervous. I am so nervous. Phew. And there we have a bit of the... Look at that. That looks pretty good. You know something? I'm going to put another one here as well. So if a zombie comes down here during our fight or what have you, they break into my house, they take out some of these poles, I'm losing major portions of my house. That makes this chimney portion even more significant because that will be the only thing standing. Oh god, it's almost nighttime. And I think this is a horde night too, so I gotta head back. But so far, looks pretty good. There we go. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some old wood along the outside here so it has a nice look and feel to it. So yeah, we got the beginnings of a house, and well, I got to head back. It's just too late. It's going to take me an hour to get back, and let's hope the zombies aren't running by then, because I could be in big trouble. Well, and it sounds like I got a horde coming anyways. I think they spawn the hordes and then they fixate on where you are standing, and then they send the horde in that direction. So, okay, well, I'm gonna head back now, and hopefully I get there before the sun dips below the horizon. But again, thank you all for watching this Let's Play series. If you've been enjoying it, feel free to subscribe. That way you can get all the latest updates. Also in the works, I have a Wolfenstein New Order Let's Play. I'm recording that in 1080p on the PS4. And I am also dipping my toe into the game of Eldritch. I just published that today. I don't know if I'm going to make multiple Let's Play episodes of that. Oh my god, my guys. But we'll see on how that goes. It's a little bit too shoestring for my liking, but it's enjoyable, so check that out as well. And of course, there'll be always new episodes for this series. Even if we go to Alpha 10 and they make this map sort of, if I have to, this map is incompatible with Alpha 11, then what I'll do is I'll just keep on playing on Alpha 10 until this game comes to its logical conclusion. So anyways, I want to thank you all again for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, just give me a like, and I will catch you in the next episode. So, see you then.